Samuel Smith's Nut Brown Ale.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I was out the other night in London, in Holborn, in one of the Sam Smith's pubs down there, and I just happened to buy a bottle of this and tasted it, and it was absolutely amazing. Trouble was, that it was direct out of the fridge, and it was freezing cold, and it annoyed me because I probably wasn't getting all the flavours I should. So I've decided to get a bottle. I got it from Beers from Europe the next day, and it came today. Really good service from Beers of Europe, and I'm going to try this out now. Now I've looked at the like the write up on it, and you know what's going on with it. It looks very promising. The only thing that's ringing an alarm bell with me, it's got cane sugar. Now they seem to do this to a lot of their beers with the cane sugar, and I've had a couple of beers from these that haven't been great. I didn't like the chocolate stout. That tasted way too artificial. It had cocoa extract in it and stuff like that. And it just, for me, it just didn't work. It was too sweet. This stuff, I'd had a few, and I thought it tasted good. So I'm going to review it now. Right, there is, well, the cap is covered in silver foil. Has it got a normal? No, it hasn't. It's got a plain cap. Anyway, here's the label. Sam Smith's Nut Brown Ale. All the gum from the back. It's the usual fare with Sam Smith's. I don't know whether you know, but Sam Smith's are a brewery that's based up in Yorkshire in a place called Tadcaster. It's the brother of John Smith. I don't know if you know, if you've heard of John Smith's better. This is his brother. One brother decided to brew absolute dog shit, and the other brother decided he was going to do it properly, and this is the result. Let's see what we're getting on the nose first. I'm getting all excited now. What we're getting? Yeah, we're getting sweet malt, some hops in there as well. It smells quite promising. Let's get it out into the glass. This is slightly chilled. It's got carbon dioxide in it. They do say that. They even put that in there. Sorry about that. Bloody battery died on me. Anyway, I was just about to pour this out. I've got halfway, so let's get the rest of it into the glass. Right, so this is a 500ml bottle. So it's slightly chilled. The one I had the other night was cold. Don't know whether that makes a difference or not, or whether that's how it's supposed to be served. It is vegan. It's a 550ml bottle, not a 500ml bottle. Okay. It is 5% in the ABV stakes. What does it say on the back? Brewed with well water. Yeah, they've got their own well, which is brilliant. Since 1758, still in use, with the hard well water being drawn from 85 feet underground. Best barley, malt, yeast and aromatic hops, fermented in stone Yorkshire squares. Yeah, they do that. They ferment it in stone squares for some reason to create a relatively dry ale, rich in nutty colour and palate of beech nuts, almonds and walnuts. So yeah, they put it in the Yorkshire squares. The food pairing says Stilton cheese, game such as roast grouse, pheasant, partridge, roast and barbecued duck, guinea fowl, pepper steaks, spicy food, teriyaki, Thai food, Malaysian and Chinese food. So basically anything with a bit of spice or rich meat. Well, let's stop talking nonsense and let's get it tasted. Yeah, I can definitely taste the hops in that. I wonder what, it doesn't really say what hops they're using in that, but it's you can get that bitterness on there. Let's get it down the hatch and see what's going on. That is pretty malty. There's definitely some nutty flavours on that as well. And I think that's what reminded me of the Alt beer. But I think the Alt beer is a bit sweeter. It's got the nuttiness on it, but this has got that hop bitterness at the end of it, and it's very drinkable. It's a ruby colour. It's quite a dark ruby colour, but it's not a ruby ale. I would not class this as a ruby ale. It's far nuttier, and it's got a dry finish to it, or a dry sort of mouthfeel to it. But it's quite malty. In fact, I'm saying it's not a ruby ale. It's not as intense as some of the ruby ales I've had, but it could pass for a ruby ale. But it's very nice. I do like it. I'm not sure whether this would go with spicy food, because you've got that hot bitterness at the end of it, and I find the hot bitterness on, like especially with IPAs and them hoppy, bitter finish beers, it doesn't go with spicy food. It just, with spicy food, you want something that's going to counteract that spiciness. Something sweet like Weiss beer is perfect, I think, for that, or a fruity type ale. This is a bit more on the bitter side of it, I think. But you do get that nuttiness, and there's maltiness there as well, caramel malt, and there's a bit of toffee malt on that as well. Caramel and toffee, the malt, and that hot bitterness finish. But it is nice. Again, I think this is another winner from Sam Smith's. I think when I tried this cold straight out of the fridge, I missed a lot of this, and I was just getting that nuttiness, and that's probably what's made me think it was reminded me of an Alt beer. But it's not an Alt beer when you drink it slightly chilled, and you're getting more of that hop bitterness, because the the hops in an Alt beer, you don't get that. You certainly get the malt, the nuttiness from the malt, but you don't get the bitterness that you get on this. But in its own right, this is quite nice. I do like this. Again, another winner from Sam Smith's. You just cannot go wrong with Sam Smith's. I've had one bad, well, not a bad one I didn't like, and that was the what's the name, the chocolate stout. But they do other stouts. They do an imperial stout, and they do the Taddy Porter. Both of them are fantastic. The imperial stout, I had that on draft. Beautiful, really nice, really good stout. It was just that one. I think they do other, I call them novelty beers, flavoured beers. And they do a raspberry one and an apricot, I think it is. And it's flavoured with apricot concentrate and all that. That doesn't do anything for me at all. That's just my personal taste. I'm not saying it's bad. It just doesn't do anything for me. They're too sweet. They've got cane sugar in them. They're all organic, which is, I suppose, is good, but not really my thing. But anyway, this is good. I like it. I am going to give that a solid 8.5 out of 10, and I'm definitely going to recommend it. If you go into a Sam Smith's pub, you're spoilt for choice. The organic lager is brilliant. The organic wheat beer is really good. This is really good. The Taddy Porter is really good. The Imperial Stout is really good. The organic bitter, I've tried, but I cannot remember. But I don't remember it being bad. I would avoid the chocolate stout and then novelty raspberry beers and apricot beers. But anything else, Sam Smith's, you cannot go wrong. And this is a solid 8.5 out of 10, and I'd recommend it. And remember, beer is working class champagne.